Now, welcome back. The Periwinkle Foundation is celebrating a big milestone this year. Their signature program, Camp Periwinkle, is celebrating 40 years this summer. This morning, we're here with the founder of the Periwinkle Foundation, Dr. Paul Gerson, and the development director, Ann Massey. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Happy to be here, and thank you.
Yeah, this is fantastic. You guys must be so excited about this camp this week.
We start next Sunday. This coming Sunday.
Just a few more days. Dr. Gerson, 40 years this has been going.
Yes.
What brought you here? What got this whole thing started 40 years ago?
I know exactly. I did my training at MD Anderson a long time ago. And when I was there, I would go up to the children's floor. And in those days, it was a very grim situation. There wasn't very much in the way of good treatment at that time. It was between 1968 and 72 when I was there. And I could understand that we didn't have the answer for cancer at that time. But what I didn't understand is why the hallways were barren, why there was no amenity there. And I'm not blaming MD Anderson, that's the way it was everywhere. And I thought, we have to do better than this. We, the medical world, we have to offer more than just diagnosis and treatment. And when I left MD Anderson, I went to Texas Children's, where I was for 30 years. And I'd been there a few years, and they had the same situation. It was barren hallways and so forth. When my mother called me one day and said there was a cancer camp that was created in New York, funded by Paul Newman. And I said, oh my goodness, that's it. It's an aha thing. I know what to do. And I went to the head of the cancer at Texas Children's, and I told him about the camp. We should do one of those. And he said, well, he was busy with Ronald McDonald House. And I said, do you give me permission to recruit from your staff and your patients and start a camp? And he said, yes.
Wow.
And so I did.
And the rest is history.
Exactly.
So Ann, how does it work then for campers to get hooked up with you guys and really get to enjoy this experience?
Our patients and their siblings and families are treated at Texas Children's in the Medical Center, Katy, Woodlands, and the Vanny Cook Clinic in McAllen, Texas. And through their doctors, social workers, people at the hospital make the recommendation, and we take them to camp. We do 7 camps a year. Camp Periwinkle starts Sunday,
right,
with 150 kids.
So what's camp like?
Wonderful, totally wonderful. I'll tell you my favorite moment.
Please.
Okay, a couple of years ago, I was part of an activity where we're sitting outside under the beautiful trees, and we're eating watermelon and we're making earrings. And the cabin I was with at that time was like 12-year-old girls. And we were having a great time talking and laughing. And the period was over, and the counselors, said, it's time to go, ladies. Tell Dr. Paul, thank you. And they said, oh, Dr. Paul, thank you. And as they're walking away, one of the girls turns around and says, Dr. Paul, you should come with us. We're adorable. And I said, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And to me, that epitomizes what's supposed to happen at camp. She didn't say, come with us, we're cancer kids.
Right.
They were just adorable.
Right. Ann, what kind of change does camp bring about for these young patients?
What's great about camp is throughout the cancer process, they are told no so many times. They can't hang out with friends. There's different protocols involved. We provide a week of yes. Yes, they can go fishing. Yes, they can get in a canoe. Right. Yes, they can go rope swinging. And then by the time camp's over with, they take on their treatment and the rest of their journey with a vengeance. And we call that the Periwinkle Effect when they come back from camp.
Interesting. So the camp really is empowering on this journey.
Absolutely, absolutely. Not only that, it's not just the camp, it's the relationships that they build with other cancer kids, campers, that they can't do otherwise because they may be in the hospital at the same time, but that's no place to make a friend.
Right.
So it's wonderful. I think as much as anything else, it's the fact that they can be there and all of the other kids there have the same problem they do.
Right. There's something about relating to someone else.
And
understanding that in that sense, it's it's normal for them to have to
Right.
deal with this or
Right.
approach it. It comes back to this environment question, those barren halls that you saw in the
Right.
60s and 70s. Did we not know back then that the environment, the aesthetics of treatment are just as important
We
as the
did not
medicine?
know that's the way it was, but that's the way it was. The medical world has become very much more humane during my period of time. Believe me, if you went into Texas Children's today, it looks like Disneyland in there.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And for those that want to be part of this in some way, what do you need? You need donations, volunteers. Obviously, there are more than, sadly, too many patients, but
Yes.
what do you guys really need in terms of help?
Obviously, we can't make it work without our donors and our volunteers, so you can check us out on our website, periwinklefoundation.org, and if you want to watch along on our social media next week, it'll make you want to come to Camp 2 and help us out. We've got 7 camps we can hook you up.
Doctor, how proud are you of how this has grown? in 40 years?
I'm beyond proud. I'm into very deep gratitude.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful to have been part of this all this time. When I started this, I was 43. Now I'm 83, and I'm going to be at camp Sunday. How lucky am I, man? That's great.
That is amazing.
Dr. Paul, he's there.
And they love it too. They probably love seeing you, don't they? Love seeing him?
Oh, for sure.
He's like a superhero.
No one teaches watermelon seed spitting like this one.
Anybody can be serious. Anybody. It
Right.
takes no effort to be serious.
You know, it brings up something, though. The children change for sure from the beginning of camp to the end, but you guys too, no?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's a life-changing thing. People who come there the first year of volunteering, when they leave, they're different. They know something that they didn't know before. Absolutely.
It sticks with you, doesn't it?
We've had a lot of marriages of people who have met there.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And the website, I don't know if you mentioned it, forgive me. Did you mention your website? Because I want people to know about
Sure,
it.
periwinklefoundation.org.
Okay, simple as that. Ann Massey and Dr. Paul Gerson, the founder of the Periwinkle Foundation. Thank you both so much for being here.
Oh, thank
Good luck
you.
with camp this year. It's going
Oh,
to be a
man,
blast.
it's great.
We're ready.
wait.
Come and see it.
We would love to.
All right.